read about the infamous urban legend last night of the Bunny Man. Now, the Bunny Man typically resides in the great city, state of Virginia.
Have you heard of the Bunny Man before?
Yeah.
Growing up, yeah?
Mm-mm.
No.
Every state is known for like their own urban legends.
Ah. So what is Atlanta known for? Them peaches.
Them big booty peaches. Maybe I'll do like a 50-day series of every state's urban legends. Imagine that. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested. Some people love the urban legends and some people are like, this is too scary. I don't know. Holy cow, it's really good. I didn't know they had puffs of the hot Cheetos until recently. Maybe it's new. If you guys don't know, Virginia is one of the oldest states in the country, so there's going to be a lot of culture, a lot of history, a lot of love, but also a lot of urban legends coming from a state that is so rich in culture, right? Virginia is actually known for one of the most haunted places on the East Coast, which is actually an asylum. So they had an asylum in the 1900s, I believe prior to it becoming an asylum. This is not about the Bunny Man. I'm just setting up the scene of like the urban legend scene in Virginia. They have an insane asylum where they did so many crazy things, but it all started as a church for boys. Well, it was run by church leaders, but it was a school for boys, and it was known to be one of the most competitive schools in the area, and the teachers actually encouraged the boys to bully each other because they thought it would enable them to work harder.
Just diss each other?
What the f*** are you wearing, Johnny? You look like a...
Honestly, you're so good, honey.
And then that school turned into a asylum. Just like that.
Just like that.
Too much bullying.
That's what happens when you bully people too much.
Is that what happened, really?
No, but it could. So don't bully people, bits. Allegedly, rumor has it, urban legend, is that a lot of boys in that school ended up taking their own lives from the heavy amounts of bullying. It was shut down for about 5 years until a man, a doctor, bought it out, and he decided to turn it into an insane asylum, is I believe what they call it.
Okay. Can you have another tomato?
It's good, right? You know what I love the most?
Baba
The
ganoush.
rice.
Oh, really? What the heck?
I'm literally just eating spoonfuls of the rice. It's like perfectly seasoned. Wow. Why is the rice so good? It's so confusing. At the time, it was known to be a very advanced place. They did a lot of crazy, creepy things that you probably don't think is advanced asylum techniques at this moment in time because we are more woke and advanced now. But this happened in the early 1900s, not even 1990s, not like a 90s baby, but I'm talking 1916. They were doing things like electroconductivity therapy, which means you electrocute someone to induce seizures, which I didn't know this. I realized this after fact. It's actually legal in the US right now to be electrocuted as therapy. And some people swear by it, such as late actress Carrie Fisher.
There's a huge scandal in China about that right now.
We saw a lot of videos on it, but apparently in the US, the difference between China is that, because we were reading a lot of articles about kids being sent to these, like, I wouldn't call it an asylum, but kind of like an asylum, and they would get electrotherapy, but they would say it's the biggest pain ever, and there's just so much scandal and drama.
Straight up torture, yeah.
Yeah, but in the US, it's completely illegal to do this therapy unless they're under anesthesia and given a muscle relaxant. So they wake up feeling like, oh, shit, just something happened. But it's supposed to be for people who experience severe depression, and also schizophrenia and catatonia, which means you're in like a catatonic state.
And it actually works?
Some people swear by it, some people hate it, some people experience memory loss. There's definitely a lot of side effects. It's definitely one of those things where, you know, you tried all these other ways and nothing worked, so maybe let's try this. It's not something where you go to a doctor and they're like, you're having a headache? Shock 'em, you know? It's not like that, okay? So it's like usually after you've tried every single thing for years and you're like, I can't do this anymore, like nothing's working, right? And so in the US, you have to be under general anesthesia, I believe, and you have to have a muscle relaxant. And apparently once you induce this seizure, it's supposed to change some brain chemical, and you undergo it 2 to 3 times a week for 2 to 5 weeks, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
so this started back in the day where they didn't really put you under anesthesia and they didn't really give you a choice. They also did something called hydroshock therapy in this institution, which I don't know if it started here, but that's what a lot of articles that I read said. But essentially, it's the therapy of crazy temperatures on the human body. And so what they would do is they would get these patients who are dealing with, I don't know, maybe they're depressed, maybe they have anxiety, right? These issues that can be addressed in other ways. But back in the day, what they would do is they would wrap someone in freezing cold towels for like 5 days straight, like a mummy, because the cold was supposed to shock them and wake them up from their depression.
Do that when they go into that little machine, the freezing machine?
Cryotherapy or something. Or they would put you in like this giant steaming tub of water and strap you in for 5 days. Imagine getting steaming
hot water for 5 days?
Yeah, imagine getting like steamed like a shellambao for 5 days straight. Yeah, there was a lot of torture in this insane asylum, a lot of lobotomies. There was a lot of insulin-induced comas where they would practically put you in a coma on purpose and wake you up because they thought it was going to solve your schizophrenia. It was a shit show, okay? And so this lasted up until the 1990s. So this was about 100 years of this asylum being open. Obviously, over time, it had new regulations as, you know, the government changed its laws on what you can and shouldn't do to people, etc., etc. But there's just a dark history. There were so many deaths just coming from the therapies themselves, you know? But on top of that, there was an insane amount of people taking their lives in this institution. A lot of people said that out of the paranormal readings, 10 of TV shows have done, 10 of like paranormal investigators have done, this location has one of the highest readings that are just off the charts, out the walls, right?
So right now it's empty? Vacant?
Yeah, and then a former patient bought it out in the 90s, and then I think they sold it to someone, and every Halloween they have a haunted house there.
To do a little thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that always makes something less scary though. Is that just me? Leave it in the comments. Like once you buy it out and you like start selling tickets to that place, I feel like it's less haunted. I don't know why I used to like haunted houses when I was in high school. Now I'm like, my house is haunted. Like why? A lot of people go there for Halloween. Bunny Man is one of Virginia's oldest urban legends. Some people say it starts back in the 1900s, like 1904 to be exact, but it all started in the 1970s when a lot of people started reporting incidents with a man that was dressed in a bunny costume. So it starts with this one couple and they were driving and they had parked at this little bridge, which is now called the Bunny's Bridge. And allegedly, if you go there during Halloween,
the Bunny Man will come and he'll skin you, kill you, and hang you from the bridge.
On Halloween.
On Halloween. This all started in October of the 70s, right? A couple was driving around and they decided to park their car near this overturned past bridge area. And they had parked when all of a sudden they saw a man in a bunny costume. Now, here's where urban legends get a little bit murky, right? Some people say that he was dressed in other outfits that resembled very, very dark, racist parts of America.
Oh.
Yes. But then eventually, somehow, the description evolved into a man wearing a bunny costume. All we know is originally that in the beginning, the man that was in the car, the driver of the car, he had said that the man was wearing a light colored costume with something on his head. So we don't know, just to like kind of clear the race part up, I believe he was not a minority. I believe he was not. So that might kind of clear things up, because I know some people would be like, oh, but then he probably saw that, you know, you get it, right? And so he's sitting in the car with his fiance when all of a sudden this man in this costume comes out angrily yelling at them saying,
Get off my property. I'm gonna call the police. I have your license number.
etc., etc.,
In the
etc.
costume?
Yeah. And so originally, like, the couple, they think that this is